And good afternoon to you, everybody. Thank you for joining us. An inmate inside the Telfair State Prison is speaking out today after the warden of that prison was assaulted by another inmate Wednesday. WALB News 10's Mackenzie Petrie reports on what the Human and Civil Rights Coalition of Georgia and an inmate inside the prison say happened after the incident.
Yes, the Georgia Department of Corrections confirmed that around 11:30 a.m. yesterday, an inmate assaulted the warden with a homemade weapon. The GDC says the warden is expected to be okay and that, quote, there were no additional injuries to staff or inmates reported. But according to the inmate interviewed, some inmates could be in need of medical attention. In an interview with the Human and Civil Rights Coalition of Georgia, an inmate said after the warden was stabbed, some inmates barricaded their dorm. That's when he says the tear gas was deployed. This video was taken from inside the jail, shows the moments after.
As we laid down with our hands behind our back surrendering, they came in and they beat us each all individually. They beat us, stomped us, tased us. Some inmates urinated on themselves. Some inmates passed out, and when asked why were they beating everybody, they said, you know how this goes. You guys mess with one of ours, this is your punishment.
According to the release from Georgia Department of Corrections, less lethal munitions were deployed to get inmates to comply. But according to this inmate, after they were deployed, the water supply was cut off so inmates couldn't decontaminate, and then things turned physical.
They dropped a total of almost 27 cans. They were incendiary as well. They caught on fire. The whole dorm was smoked out, and while we were locked inside of our cells, they sprayed the outside windows of the cells as well to choke us from both sides, and we had no escape because we were locked inside of our cells.
We're unsure how long the inmate has been housed at the prison, but he says there has been an increase in incidents in the past year.
McFarland, he doesn't tend to look for weapons. He doesn't care about the health of the inmates. All he cares about is who's flying a drone. That's it. Cell phone devices.
And I would imagine cell phones.
Yes, he just wants to make sure that nothing gets out about how this camp is actually being ran.
I have reached out to the Georgia Department of Corrections to confirm these allegations, but have not heard back yet. The GDC says the facility remains to be locked down as standard procedure following the incident. In studio, I am Mackenzie Petrie.